Hello all, and welcome back to the Swtor Sith playthrough. First episode with audio might seem a little weird, but I'm trying to do more with my audio, if that makes sense.
Wow, nice lights. Walk in here, you get an instant headache.
Heard vet, and I thought somebody else was talking to me. That was weird. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I'll see to that later.
Destination?
So if there are any suggestions as to a next playthrough past Felgoth and the Kind-Hearted Sith, please do leave them in the comments. Not really sure what to talk about. Probably the most boring commentary any person's ever gonna hear. What's the run distance? Oh god, no. I am taking a taxi. I don't think people want to watch me run for 6 goddamn years.
Destination?
So, in the next 2 or 3 days, I'm hoping to complete Roman Cost so that way I can put up its credit farm video. And I just realized I forgot to do one for, whatchamacallit? Korriban, that's the name of the damn planet. Don't know why that was so hard for me to think of.
This always does the trick.
Really can't wait to do a dark side playthrough, as that's something I'm more comfortable with. Makes it easier and funner for me personally. And if anybody was wondering as far as crew skills go, I may or may not be doing a video over the ones I prefer and how I like to set them up to either maximize credit earning or alternative building of
exactly as reported. A degree 6 revolt, population equivalent to the Duros uprising on Zilior. Subjects occupy a moderate radius of jungle. Good. Good. Welcome, apprentice. Your timing couldn't be better. I am Lord Drow. When the Empire encounters resistance on its conquered worlds, they call me. I'm here to end the slave uprising on Drummond Cass.
I wasn't aware there was a slave revolt going on.
Very soon there won't be. You can assist me in ending it. The situation is this. A Sith Lord was constructing a colossal statue of himself in the jungle. His slaves revolted and armed themselves. The Colossus remains unfinished, and well-armed slaves now control the jungle. An embarrassment for the Empire, but an opportunity for me.
Sounds like the perfect opportunity to thin the slave population.
Slave deaths will be a byproduct of my plan, but not the focus. I'm testing a toxic weapon, a poison called Quell. Its victims experience a prolonged state of agonizing pain before finally dying. The victims' allies are so horrified by Quell's effects, they lose their wills to resist. At least that's what I intend to prove.
That is deeply disturbing.
That's one of the things I love best about it. I need someone to introduce a controlled amount of Quell into the slave's water supply, so that I can determine the proper dosage. The work is dangerous, there will be armed slaves everywhere, but your success will be well rewarded. What do you say?
Anything for a fellow Sith.
Superb. Then let's get started. My assistant, Sergeant Slarin, will recommend the correct dosage of Quell and give you a supply. See him at the research tent.
So hard to be kind-hearted when you're a Sith. They make it super easy to be bad no matter who you are, but as a Sith, it's not like with a Jedi.
If I know Lord Drow's tastes, which unfortunately I do, he sent you for the Quell toxin.
I'm helping him put down the slave revolt.
Do you truly understand what he's asked you to do? What if I told you this experiment is pointless? That past studies have shown increased suffering has no impact on the speed of surrender? This has nothing to do with accelerating the end of a rebellion. Lord Drow simply takes perverse thrill in gratuitous suffering.
I'm sure Lord Drow wouldn't appreciate these comments.
Don't get me wrong, Lord Drow is very good at what he does, but he lets his personal bents impede our efficiency. I want this assignment over with. The faster this rebellion ends, the faster I'll be reassigned to more important work. Serving Lord Drow's bloodlust has stunted my career. If not for his inefficiency, I'd be a captain by now.
You'd still just be a meaningless Imperial drone.
Perhaps, but a better paid Imperial drone, with more authority. Lord Drow's dosage of Quell toxin will have slaves writhing in agony for pointless weeks, during which this area will remain volatile. I've prepared a dose that will kill the slaves efficiently, which is better for the Empire and for me. Will you deliver my dosage instead?
Let's end this revolt efficiently and kill off these renegades.
Wonderful. It's the right thing for everyone. Well, almost everyone. I'll give you a maximum dose of Quell toxin. Inject it into the slave camp's water filtration systems and see Lord Drow afterward.
I think I'm pissing off Vet. I'm really bad at being good. I actually think I'm a high enough level they won't bother me. Is that a thing in Star Wars? I don't know. Nope. A bonus to kill people. Messed up, but something I'm gonna do.
Brutal. Better check I still have all my parts.
Sometimes I wish I was the Juggernaut.
Hey, thanks.
Okay, that's scavenging. I was feeling that better not be freaking whatchamacallit. He'll, bio skill. Well, I guess credits are always useful. There are a lot of these in really close proximity. But again, I suppose they're non-military, so they wouldn't set it up and super heavily defend it. That was a lot easier to do than I thought it would be.
All better.
Well. Guess I didn't take them all out. Weird. Come on, Vet, let's go. Well, I'm not entirely sure what's up here. If I'm remembering correctly, we just... Yeah, I think it's just enemies. If I'm remembering correctly, there's a special enemy somewhere here. Are you yeah, you are. Oh, her. I didn't realize.
Nobody better mess with us now.
Sith Marauder using lightning. Because that's something everybody sees. Ooh. That'll be fun to put on. Yeah, get me some artifact authorization. I think I can pick one up at the global trade market. I don't know. Never understand stronghold packs. I mean, I understand them, but I don't understand them. If that makes any sense at all. Too easy. But then again, I'm drastically over leveled for where I am. Suppose that's the benefits of knowing how to level incredibly fast. Or at least until you get to the later planets.
Nobody better mess with us now.
complete the quest and head back, or do I wait? Probably head back. Want to get him out as fast as I can. To return to Lord Drowell. Very strange name. Not bad name, but very strange. This planet seems to just have so much scavenge stuff everywhere.
I don't understand why it didn't work. I was meticulous with my measurements. Those slaves must be more fragile than I thought. The quill you put in their water supply is killing them outright.
The shock of instant death will throw the slaves off balance.
Shock. I'm not interested in such brute force. All my research is now useless. Oh well. You did as I asked, and your payment was not contingent on the results. Here, take your credits and go. I have a great deal of thinking to do.
What a pain he is. Oh.
Nobody better mess with us now.
That's... wow. Put that there because, well, I might use that later. But, collection, I think it, yeah, collection. It's gotta be a real pain to watch that a bunch of times over. Really should start doing that off screen. Really wish I had a red blade to use. Maybe that's something I'll look into off screen. Boy, that'd be a video I doubt anybody would want to see. GTM tutorial. Literally nothing is guaranteed. Wow. It's an incredibly irritating tow truck, I think. Well, it's gonna be irritating if that's in the background of the whole damn video.
Commander Pritch at your service, my lord. Lord Barris informed me you'd be paying us a visit. I'm prepared to offer full assistance.
Aren't you a good little soldier?
Lord Barris has always found me so, Lord. Permit me to update you on the situation here. There's been much unrest in these parts recently, my lord, capped off by a violent slave revolt that has the surrounding jungles overrun with armed slaves.
You can't deal with upstart slaves.
The slaves have been giving the forces sent to deal with them fits. I'm not part of that duty, my lord. What no one knows is that Lord Barris orchestrated the insurgents to disrupt one of his rivals, and he wants his involvement kept secret. Now the slave captains who led the revolt are threatening to expose Barris's involvement unless they receive more potent weapons.
Slaves. They're never satisfied.
Having been a slave for a period of time, I'd say that's an understatement.
You think they know better than to blackmail a Sith Lord. Lord Barris wants you to kill enough of the blackmailing slave captains to make the others lose their resolve.
Violence is not always the answer.
Well, I suppose. Many of these slave captains are former criminals with ties to the underworld. In fact, some have been selling their fellow slaves to the black market. If their followers found out, they'd be furious. If I had proof that they're selling their own people back into slavery, I could blackmail the slave captains to stop blackmailing Lord Barris.
What kind of proof?
I bet they keep records of their transactions. If you rifle the slave captains' footlockers and find proof, I'll do what I can to use it against them.
Just tell me where to look.
The slave captains have their home base around the unfinished Colossus. I'll await any proof you salvage from the slave captains' belongings.
Yeah. That sounds like fun. Let's go root through a few footlockers instead of killing probably hundreds of people just to get tiny amounts of information or inspire fear. And somehow no one noticed me. I'm not entirely sure how messed up that
You're
is.
good to go.
You'd think somebody would notice a big walking sith that cuts a path through their camp. Yeah, I suppose I could skip this bonus objective. Excuse me. I've played with that guy before.
My lord, you're back. Did you find sufficient proof that the slave captains are selling their people back into slavery?
Were you foolish enough to doubt me?
No, of course not, my lord. Not once. Now I can threaten to expose the truth. If the slave captains don't want to be torn limb from limb, they'll stop blackmailing Lord Barris. I must stay, my lord. It's been inspiring watching you work.
I ran back and forth. I don't know how that's inspiring.
You've been very helpful, Commander.
Thank you, Lord. I'm pleased to hear that. I'll inform Lord Barris that the situation has been handled.
What a pain. Well, right back to Drum and Goss now. This planet is such a back and forth area. Run here, do this. Run back, do that. Run there, do this. Then I suppose every game in some manner of thinking is. Unless, of course, it's a level-based game like Devil May Cry or something. Ooh, or those really old, like, whatchamacallit, Game Boy games. I don't know why you call him really old. I'm not too terribly old.
I don't care what you do. Break my bones, burn my flesh. I'll tell you nothing.
I will not be denied.
Go spit, you monster!
I didn't know bodies could bend like that. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Spare yourself. You shouldn't have to see this.
Ah, apprentice, you've returned. Commander Pritch confirmed that the slaves have been silenced. Good. I'm still trying to extract the information I crave from this Republic agent. He is much more resilient than anticipated.
I thought you said you were good at this.
Now is not a good time to test me, apprentice. Even as I brutalize him, I twist the Force to keep him alive and feeling every sensation.
That is the cruelest thing I've ever heard.
I have another important task for you. It involves a renegade Sith Lord named Grathan, a particularly bothersome thorn in my side. Meet with my apprentice, Drykel Ball. He's my covert operative in Gratham's compound. Ball claims to have made a key discovery.
I thought I might be your only apprentice. That makes Baal my rival.
Try to tolerate him long enough to get the details and conclude your business there. Grathan's presence is useful to me, so I don't want him killed, just crippled. Find out what Ball has discovered, and do exactly as he instructs.
Is your other apprentice above me in the pecking order?
I'm sure he views himself as your better, but he has merely been here longer. Now then, Republic wretch, where were we? Oh, yes. Tell me what I wish to know.
Although I just got better leggings. Yeah, so I'll just take the crystals. You really wonder why an Inquisitor type is teaching a warrior. I suppose, well, we're all Sith after all. Okay, well, goodbye YouTube for now, and I will see you next time.